Hey, it's Eran here doing a video to share with you content marketing. How to come up, create and publish new fresh content without ever running out. This is a very common problem that people run into. Not knowing what to say, not knowing when to say it. All sorts of things that people run into, right? And this is pretty common actually in terms of marketing online. And this is really important because if you don't put out content, you will never be successful, or at least to the degree that you'd like to. This is really, content is king. You really have to do content. When I say content, I'm referring to all of the following. Videos on YouTube or maybe Instagram, Facebook posts, using messenger marketing, Twitter posts, LinkedIn articles and posts, writing on your own blog or website. Okay, there's also another one which is Medium, right? There's a blog called Medium, but it's a public blog as well. Reddit, Quora, which Reddit is like a topic discussion social media platform. Quora is question and answer platform. Podcasts and email marketing as well. This is big. This is still very underestimated, I think. Email still. As of 5 minutes ago, I made money from an email that I sent an hour ago. Okay, just as an example, I just literally made $20. Okay, in my bank account, not this one, but literally 10 minutes before this video. Okay, from an email that I sent an hour ago. So content is key. So I want to give you a bunch of ideas and tips and direction on how to do this and how this applies to you, and you can take away from that what you can do in terms of action steps. Stick around. I'm going to actually give you an action step on exactly how to do this strategy. Okay. So there is really 4 steps to having an online business, internet business, and really boils down to picking a niche or having some sort of a passion that you have passion about, providing value on any of these platforms, building an audience, and then promoting or selling to that audience. It's really the 4 steps in very broad terms. Okay. Now, there is probably about 5 sequences that I went through in terms of building content. So, my niche is make money online, entrepreneurship, business opportunity. That's really my niche, right? That's what I focused on. I like that industry. I like business. I like thinking of ideas. I love solving people's problems. I love helping others make more money. So that's kind of my passion, my niche, and so on. Okay? So in terms of 5 stages, I kind of broke it down to 5 stages of content, putting out content. Okay? The first one is really just sharing other people's content. So you can just share on your Facebook page. You can repost on Instagram. There's tools to do that. I'll have tutorials and other videos on how to do all of that, right? And this is really straightforward. You just share other people's content, right? There is an app called Repost. For example, on Instagram, you can repost other people's stuff. If you do the free version, it will brand Repost. If you do a paid version, then it will be no branding, okay? You have to always give credit anyway, so I didn't mind. I'm used to using the free one. And you can just go to YouTube and just share content, really. Second thing is to create content using other people's content and talk about it. I'll give you an example. So when I got started, I wrote blogs, and the blogs I wrote, what I did is I took an embed code from a YouTube video. For example, I've got a blog on my website, very, very popular blog, got a lot of responses, called The Other Side of Fear. That particular blog, I took a video from Will Smith's YouTube channel, which is a professionally done, very nice video about what he learned, what skydiving has taught him about fear, okay? And those really, really great inspirational videos. I embed that and I created a blog based on that and, kind of my spin on it, right? Now, so this is using others' content to talk about. Third step, when you kind of progress, is using other people's content for more like inspiration for yourself. So, for example, let me just think of a post that I've done. Let me just look quickly on my Facebook. So, if you go to my Facebook, oh yeah. So, there is a YouTube channel from, what's his name? Patrick Bet David is his name. Great entrepreneur, great YouTube channel. And he's got, 10 best movies to watch, 10 best books to do, this, all this stuff. So I did a Instagram post, and I did it like this, right? I did it like this, where it's like on a whiteboard, and the post is 3 books to read if you are totally broke. And I wrote the 3 books. That's for an Instagram post. Another thing is I was looking at other people's entrepreneurial Instagram posts, and they're all very nicely made, beautifully made, and so on. And I decided I will do something unique, and I'll create posts based on a whiteboard, which no one else has done from what I've seen at least. And I thought I'll make this, and I'll do content like this page. This will be a post on Instagram. Okay, I'm actually going to take a photo of this after this, and that will actually be a post on Instagram, post on my Facebook page as well. Okay, so that's another way where you actually use other people's content to get inspired about what you can do. It's more original. Okay, then you get really original. Okay, and I'll give you an example. So I have a video for a coaching course that I've done, and that video actually has a specific training that I've done to do with platforms. Okay, it's a training about platforms, and now that content, the name of the video is actually called Pyramid versus Platform. Now I can tell you, I've looked online. There is no one video that I've found where it actually does a video with those two things. So I've created a video, training video, which is completely original to me. Of course, things that I've learned in different ways from other places and experiences, but I created a video content which is totally original to me. Okay? Next thing really is starting to really brand yourself. Okay? Now when I say brand myself, you really want to look at, I'll give you an example. So let's look at my YouTube channel, and then I'll show you my website as well, okay? Just so you can actually see examples. So on my YouTube channel, you see this is me, and then you see the colors is orange and blue, and there's a video, okay? And then you look at my website, and that's my website as well. So there's pictures going through and so on. But beyond that, if you look at any of my posts or any of my articles, so I'm going to go to my blog, you'll see it's very orange-like, okay? And let's say I'm going to open a blog. Here you go. And it's a blog about your email inbox and how to improve it, right? And do better with it. So this particular blog, as an example, will actually, you see the colors, it is orange. And if you look at the leave a comment, it is the blue. And then if you see the send button, it is also orange. And then every time there's a link, it's blue, like right here. And the leave a reply is orange. So that is where you start doing branding, okay? Now, when you actually see this particular video, not necessarily this video, but when you see my video course, you'll see there is videos which are, the thumbnails are very much the same, orange and blue and so on. And it's much more of a branding, okay? And that's when you start getting original. Now, these two steps, getting original, branding yourself, is where you start maybe outsourcing, and also you start looking at building a team, okay? And I wanted to share that with you. What does that mean? So for example, when it comes to building the website, I don't actually do it myself. I have a website designer who does it for me. He designed the colors. He's a graphic designer as well. And he chose the colors, ran it by me, and that's my branded colors. Now, I'll show you another little thing also. On my page, I have a notepad open on my page, so you can see my branded colors. I don't know if you can see it properly. But right here is actually my colors, my branded colors. So I've got an orange color scheme, a blue color scheme, a gray, a white, and then a pinkish background color scheme. Now those color schemes are really the color schemes that I use for my emails, I use for my posts, I use for my thumbnails and all that, just the same colors over and over and over, because that's the brand that I'm building. That's just the colors that I chose. It really has no other significance, just so you know, in case you're wondering. Just colors that I liked. So there you go, okay? Now, he created that for me. He created the website for me, he created all that stuff for me. I don't have my business card here, but my business card is the same colors also, okay? So that's just an example of building the brand, and I had a graphic designer create the business card for me as well, okay? Now, another way of outsourcing, I'm going to discuss this point about how to come up, create, and publish new fresh content without ever running out. So you can go through YouTube channels and find things that you like. You can find influencers that you like. You can find blog posts that you like. You can watch movies that you like, okay? Really anything you can turn into something, okay? Now I'm going to leave a cheat sheet for you, and this is probably the best way to do these two steps, getting original and branding yourself. That is the best, absolute best way to really brand yourself and create your own unique content, okay? And that is very simple. You actually ask a question of yourself, or you read a question, or somebody asks you a question, and then you answer and you record your answer. So there is a tool on the computer which I use on my Mac. I don't know if it's available on Windows. It might be, I'm not sure. It's called QuickTime Player. And that is what I use to screen record. That is what I use sometimes to create a movie recording of me, my face. And also, you actually have an option to do an audio recording on it, okay? That audio recording is excellent, great quality, and all you do is very simple. An example of a question. Tell me about the number one thing you learned from your parents, okay? Tell me the number one thing that you feel, if you knew it at the beginning of your journey as an entrepreneur, you would have done 10 times better, okay? Tell me about the one thing you would have told your 20-year-old self, okay? Tell me about the one thing that you would want people to know about you, okay? Any of these questions, if I was to ask you that question, you have to think about it for a second and then you give an answer. Now that answer should be 30 seconds, a minute, keep it a minute, very simple. Once you've done that answer, you then have a recording, and what you can do, you can actually go to a website where you can get a transcription of that answer and you turn it into a blog post, just like that, okay? Now you can also get creative and do a video right here, just like this, of you for your Instagram or for your Facebook, okay? And you do a 1 minute, okay? And you literally just say, I'll do a demonstration, okay? So I'll pick a topic or an example of a question of, okay, so here's a question that I've been asked. Do you think anybody can succeed online, okay? So I'll do a 1 minute example here, okay? This video is now 13 minutes, so I'll do it literally up to the 14th minute. So it's gonna be 1 minute, okay? So I'll pause and then I'll show you exactly what it is. So, hey everybody, Eran here. Today I had a question from one of my followers, okay? And he asked me, do you really think that anybody can succeed online? Okay, so this is a great question, and I really want to be transparent about this. No, I don't think anybody can succeed online. And also, yes, I do think anybody can succeed online, okay? What do I mean by that? There's really two sides to this answer. I believe, I've got a motto, okay? When you start working online, you have to take action and don't quit. Those that don't quit, they will be successful at some point or another, okay? Those that quit won't be successful. To me, that's as simple as that. That's black and white. In terms of how fast to be successful, how long, I believe that using the power of the internet, because it is in our lives so strongly these days with iPhones, computers, Wi-Fi and all that, and social media, there is going to be an application for the internet, some piece of the internet for you to make money. So I do think everybody can make money online. The question is what niche, what business model, what offer, and depending on your skills, your circumstances, your financial goals, there is an opportunity for every single person out there. The trick is to find out what that opportunity is, taking action, and never quitting. Hope that helped, and if you did, please like this video, comment below your thoughts, share if anybody thinks you should listen to this, and I'd love to hear your feedback. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay, cut. This was a 1 minute, this was about a minute and a half, okay, of a video. Now, you can take that video and you can get that transcribed and you could create a blog post from it. You can actually take the audio file and create it to a subscription service. It will create captions also, okay? And then you can upload it to Instagram, you can upload it to Facebook, you can upload it to LinkedIn, you can put it on your YouTube channel. That is how you can create content for all these things, okay? It is really as simple as that. Now, you can answer a question for 1 minute, you can answer a question for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on whatever it is you want to do. The trick is you want to keep the person engaged, you want to keep things engaged for the person, okay? So, I've covered a lot here, okay? Every one of these actually has a native aspect to it, okay? There's a specific content. So, for example, you know, LinkedIn, if you're going to post something on LinkedIn, it's got to be professional, it's got to be business oriented, you know, it's not what you ate for breakfast. Nobody cares on LinkedIn what you ate for breakfast. Facebook, maybe somebody will be interested, you know what I mean? Because whatever, that's just, the nature of Facebook is a bit more, you know, boring, you know? I get, not boring, but it's more like social, whereas LinkedIn is business oriented, right? Instagram, you can post a photo of your food, okay? That's something that's kind of relevant, I guess, sort of. I'm not saying you should, but I'm just saying it's more native. YouTube is great for educational stuff. It's great for content. Like a video like this, you will see this on YouTube. Why? Because it's the perfect place for tutorials. It really is. People go to YouTube all the time. I did a survey on my Facebook yesterday. How often do you use YouTube? Every time somebody asks a question, they go to YouTube. They don't necessarily go to Google. They go to YouTube. How do I do blah? Amazing, amazing tool, okay? So there you go. So there's native content for every little piece, okay? Now, the number one key to all of this and creating content is very simple. Start for your own benefit. What do I mean by that? When I started posting on Instagram, let me tell you, the only likes and comments that I received were from my mother, okay? My mother is my best supporter on social media, and from the very get-go, she was there commenting, liking, all the time. To this day, she's my number one supporter. And you know what? The fact that you have your mother commenting, or your father, or your brother, or your family, and that's the only one watching you, that's actually okay. It doesn't matter. You're not putting out the content at the beginning for them. You're putting it for you, because as you're doing it at the beginning, you're building confidence. You're building your own voice. You're really crafting what it is you want to talk about, how you want to talk about it. I'll give you an example. There was a point that I was inspired to do a 1 minute vlogs, video blog on Instagram. It's 1 minute and it's very short and you got to give a message. And at the beginning, I swear to God, because Instagram has to do only 1 minute, I really struggled because as you can see, I can talk a lot. Okay, it's been 18 minutes now. I've been crapping on about content marketing, right? So to give you 1 minute spiel about content marketing, it's like, Jesus, man, I'm running out of time. You know, I don't have, I've got too much to talk about, okay? So I really struggled with the 1 minute vlogs. But what I did is I recorded and Instagram forced me to be very exact. Bang, 1 minute piece done. 1 minute piece done. Like just one topic, cover it in less than 60 seconds and upload, okay? That is a skill that I acquired to the point where every vlog was almost instantly, I was always intuitively ended on the 1 minute or the 55 seconds, like intuitively. I didn't even have to look at a timer or anything, it just happened, okay? So practice, 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 okay? So the key is just start for your own benefit. Just get started, get started, get started. One thing I will tell you, you should absolutely do this. I'm going to leave this a cheat sheet at the bottom of this video. I'm going to give you 3 things. Number 1, there's going to be a cheat sheet where I'm going to leave 107 questions you can ask yourself or have somebody ask you to be able to create content so you can have a story from it. Now, pick 3 of these questions. You don't have to like all 107 questions. I'm just leaving 107 questions because I'm doing that, okay? Now, what you should do, take 3 questions, record it, and go to a website. I will leave a link below also, and it will be in the cheat sheet. It's called rev.com, okay? Because you're using my link, you will actually get a $10 coupon, so it will cost you absolutely nothing to do it, okay? And you will see their service. It is superb. It is just fantastic service, okay? You're gonna upload. They basically charge, I think, $1 per minute for subscription, captions, whatever, okay? Just upload the audio file and let them transcribe it for you and send it back to you. 1 minute, okay, or 2 minutes. Don't, any of those 3 questions, make sure it's not more than 10 minutes because I don't want you to pay. Just do the free and see. I mean, if you want to do more and pay, go for it. You're gonna want to use this service later anyway, so you'll keep on using it. But just for this test, just test it out. Do even 1 question, okay? Upload, test it out, see how you like it, and then take the transcription, write a blog, create a Facebook, LinkedIn, and so on. Just test it out, okay? It is just to get get some content out there, okay? The question I'll recommend is going to be something about your story. Tell me about your story, you know, something about you, because you want to always connect with the person, okay? So when you start to create that, you want to record, get it transcribed, have a multi-purpose, and publish. Multi-purpose as into the different channels natively, okay? The second thing I will leave beyond the cheat sheet is a free course, how the online world really works. If you want to learn more about how the online world really works, it's an 8 to 12-hour content training videos that I've created, 100% free, doesn't cost you anything. The only catch is I ask you, if you like the videos, follow me on social media. You can do that if you like, you don't have to. No obligation, just do the course, enjoy it. And the last link is, you know, if you want to get coaching from me, I'm more than happy to coach you on content marketing and anything else. You'll see there's an offer that I'm doing on this. If you want it, that's great. If not, no hassle. I hope you got a ton of value from this. This is just such an amazing piece, content marketing. And this is how you can come up, create, and publish new fresh content without ever running out. Ask yourself a question, answer it, get it transcribed. You've got content forever. Every single day, I've got a story to tell, and I can share something, okay? I'll give you a very simple example of content I came up with today. I saw an offer of something called the Automation Bundle. It's just a bunch of software tools, and I actually saw it as an offer for Christmas, and that's being sold for $50, and it's a whole bundle, right? And of 12 tools. Now, I paid for one of these tools $97. So I wrote an email, I feel ripped off. Okay, and I wrote a video saying I was ripped off. I feel ripped off because I paid this, but now it's being offered with 12 other or 11 other software tools, and it's half the price of what I paid for the one. But I thought, look, even though I feel a little bit ripped off, it's still a great offer. Why don't you check it out? Somebody read it and then bought the tool, just like that. Okay, that's content marketing. So I had a thought, wrote an email, did a video, put it all together, sent an email out, done. You could do this every single day. It is so simple. You just have to get into the groove. The key is get started for your own benefit. Get comfortable with it. You'll have success. If you need any help with anything, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to help you. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.